Well, everybody, I am now down on the other piece of property, way the hell back from where the house is, and way down in there. Here, I'll walk down here now because I gotta get down here anyway. But let me give you an idea, because I've been working down here clearing this so far. A little slippery, it's a little muddy still. It's slippery. However, as you can see, I'm clearing this, and see how that looks right there? See how dense and deep? That's how this was that you just see here now cleared. And my phone keeps losing connection and connecting. And that up there is the other part. Up there is that mountain that I was climbing up, that big rock that I had to go up there and cut up some trees. I did that last fall, I believe. And that's up there. And then over here, still got all this to do. I want to get all this done. And down in here, oh, shut up. That's the phone connecting and disconnecting to the internet. Down in here is where I was when the back wheel fell off the tractor. So as you can see, I was in the middle of it all. Now I cleared that afterwards. So, but this again is what you're seeing is basically what I've been taking down. And I still have to get underneath here. Down here is where you can actually walk down under here. I can drive the tractor down under here too once I get some of this brush. There's a tree going across that had fallen down years ago before I even bought the property. And there was an opening under it of about 2.5 to 3 feet all the way across. Well, naturally I have more property on the other side of that tree. Now I can either go down that way that you can't see, or around that way that you can't see. There's the tree, by the way. Right there. Right. So what I had done for 2 reasons. I dug this out like this so I can drive down here and go under the tree with the tractor. But also, in the winter months, I put feeders down here for the deer. So they can come down here and they're somewhat protected. Actually, there's a few tracks down there. And they're somewhat protected and they can eat while they're down here as well. So this becomes a little feeding ground for them. And it works out well. Now, I don't hunt them. I feed them to keep them safe. I'd rather have them come here and eat than to go to a trap, so to speak. So, but anyway, I have to clean all this out. So I want to try to get this done, as much of it done today, and get on the other side over there that you're not seeing. And I'll take a few videos as I go along so you can kind of see where we're at and get a feel for location. Location is everything. Now, you know, I've cleared this already 2 years ago. I've cleared it twice actually. However, I forget after I clear it to put some commercial weed killer down, which I've mentioned earlier. The around here, I don't know if they have it down where you guys are down south, Midwest, cross country, the other side of the world, I don't know. But we have something here the guys call Agent Orange. You have to have an arborist license to get it. But what I'm going to do is buy 2 gallons. Now you dilute it to, like, you know, 100 to 1, you know, that's an exaggeration, but I'll buy 2 gallons and I'll dilute it maybe 50-50 and leave it real strong, and come down here with a sprayer once I get all this down and spray it all, and then just leave it be. the dogs won't be coming down here for at least another year if we're still here. And if anybody buys this, they're not going to be using it for at least a year. And by that time, any poisons that'll be in the ground will be well diluted and well sunk into the earth, so it's not going to cause any injury or sickness or death to anybody or any animals. However, I do worry about the deer, the coyotes, the foxes and stuff like that coming through here. So I may not do that area over there, and hopefully they'll know enough to not walk where I put it. Now it shows up orange, so I may just leave a couple of, 2 or 3 foot wide paths throughout, because again, I don't want them, to come over here to eat and feed, and next thing you know, they're dead. So I do have to watch out for the wildlife. The birds don't really come down this much, and we feed the birds anyway on the other side. So, and I'm not going to do over in there, so I don't have to worry about that. So I may even relocate the feeder and build some type of a little shelter out of a couple of tree trunks. Like this one, for instance, it's leaning. I may just drop that down and drop it down into a fork made out of a couple of 4x4s, 4x4x8s, so it'll drop down about 8 feet, and then I can hang the feeder over there, and if I have to cut out a little bit underneath it, I can. Then this way everything's there and I don't have to worry about them coming over in here. So maybe I'll do that. And I'm not going to do way back over in there. I'm going to stop right about where I am for now, and then take care of there, up there. I don't know if you can see the depth of where we're at, but there's a little mound there. There's actually tree stumps that are up against that, acting as a wall. And then I just threw some more dirt and weeds up on top of it, which I shouldn't have done because I wanted that wall to be visible. I liked the way it looked. As well as there's another one here and over in there that you can't see. But I'll take care of that part if we're here next year. Alright. So they'll also have that in which they can hide and hibernate in as well. Alright, let me get this tractor going. One side is out 3 inches, the other side is back to normal. I gotta do something with that hub, but this is where the tractor wheel fell off, down in the back there, and it was a nightmare trying to fix it without having any, the modern tools on hand. I had to start dragging things down, the generator, a small air compressor. Luckily the tractor can lift itself, so I didn't have to worry about jacks. And we were able to finally get everything out of there. So, alright, let me do what I gotta do. Now, it's not always the safest way or the best way to do tractor, let's put it that way. But I've been doing it now since I had the tractor, and that's backloading. It does put a little bit of strain on the system as far as the bearing and such. But it's easier sometimes just to backweight some of this stuff out of here. You gotta keep the wheels down enough so I can get some traction. And it's a little easier way of pulling out the weeds without digging up the property. So kind of helps out. When I go in with the scoop this way, sometimes if the ground is a little unlevel or uneven, what'll happen is the blade will just start digging in. And next thing you know, I have a hole, which I don't want. So sometimes it's easier just to drop the bucket and backweight it. Now I'm driving over a stump, so I'm not going to be able to backweight it all the way because it's stump. So I should take that out of there. I cut it off a couple of years ago. It's probably a lot easier to take it out. work around it. I don't feel like wasting time to start cutting things out. And see what I'm grabbing onto here. That is an old tree stump. See what I can do with that. Maybe I'll just put it up there, use it as a barrier. I can just leave it up there for now. And there's the root system. I'll find out what I'm going to do with that once I get this cleared out. I'll make sure I don't drop the blade over that stump. I have it downward motion. There we go. Good deal. Alright, I'm going to fool around with this a little bit more. I'll get back in a minute. Alright, let's see how much of this I can record while I'm trying to get through this grass, whatever you want to call it here. see where I'm at right now. But what had happened was I just came from back there around through here, and now I'm over into here, and I gotta start clearing this. At first, start working this stuff. I'll put it on. I know you guys just enjoy watching this, huh? Yeah. Anyway, eventually I gotta get up there and get some of that. I don't know where that crap came from. Well, let me see if I can get this tractor down in here and eliminate some of these pricker bushes that are killing me over here. You guys can actually see the angles that I'm in here. Just trying to manipulate around at the same time, not get pricked. And try to get the prickers out of the way. That's what I'm trying to do now. Without tipping over the tractor. Because that wouldn't be a good thing today. They may be down enough for me to get by them. But I still have to get here. Remember that tree that I was talking about that I put the feeder? It was down and I was able to get under it. But now I'm on the other side of that, believe it or not. And that's where I'm headed now. Another trigger bush. Break that one, okay. Well, if you're not seeing much, it's only because I'm not seeing much. Now, let me get to that little dip in the tree that I was talking about. That is over this way. By everything. There it is. Now we're on the other side of that tree. Okay? That's where I was before. Over there. This is what I was looking to accomplish. Get on the other side. Because there's a few things up there, like I say, that I want to take care of. So I got to go up there and get that. And there's another area up there I got to get to. So I'm going to have to go up another side of a mountain that I can't see the base on. So I go up it slow, naturally. And I'm moving a pricker bush, by the way. Go up it slow. As long as the wheel stays stable, I'll just keep going. As soon as I start feeling them dip a little bit, I'll have to stop. You don't know what's under it, like I say. These things tip very easily, very top heavy. Alright, now let me get that blade down. That's another thing. When you're working on unstable ground, you want to keep your blades and your back hose and everything as low as you can. Keep the center of gravity low. Alright, so that's done. So I got in there. Now, I'm going to end up cleaning all this up that you guys are not going to be seeing. I'm not going to bore you with all that. However, though, I do want to get on the other side over there. another one of these up ramps, or whatever you want to call it, over there. There's a fence post that I put in as well as a support bracket in for it. Eventually I'm going to put a fence wall in the back here. That's just to dump it out of here, so it's hopefully to get out of here. And that's another reason why I really want to kind of clean this up as much as possible, because it shows more of what the process can do. And it's clean, other than just looking at a bunch of other properties. Okay, now I gotta try to get up there where that new bird is. I gotta get it that way. But this is going to be a little bit of a chore trying to get up it. Coming down it would be easy, but going up it could be a chore. Because we got a big hole over here. I don't want to end up in that hole. The fire goes into that hole. Goes in the hole, I'll be in the hole because it's a deep hole. See? Probably 4 feet, 5 feet. That's why I had to be careful when I was coming up this way. So, alright, I'm not going to bore you. I'm going to do what I got to do and I'll get back. Alright, this is the property that's fenced in where the dogs are. My house is. This is the other side. I started by coming down way over there, and then you've seen the clearing down there. Then I came all around, and then I just came up here. So now I'm pretty well done for today. I mean, there's still another couple, 3-4 hours work down here actually. You know, I got through it and to where I can see where I'm at and relatively safe. I will have to get this hump out of here though, because if I'm driving that'll tip the tractor. So I'll come down here and take that and move it up yonder into the bush, or drop it over there in that corner. And then I'll go down here and clean that up just a little bit more. And then I'll head back down this trail, which is the trail I came up, all the way down back yonder, and then I can get back around where you see me clearing originally. And then that's where we're at. So, like I say, I'll do a little bit more over the next couple of days, you know, an hour here, an hour there. Clean it up a little bit more, and then I'm just going to leave it at that point. And then somewhere around here, I was up here, I got a fence post, because there's a fence going up here eventually. That's if we end up staying. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But at least it gives the new owners an idea of the property line, because they don't have to worry about surveying it, because it's fenced is where the survey marks are. So anyway, that's where we are. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's enjoyable, but then sometimes it just becomes a pain in the ass. You know, like I say, now I'm on the other side of that tree. Over there is where I came from. I don't know if I can get over here enough to give you an idea. Okay, yeah, see some of that clearing in between the woods? That's where I was, all down in there. I came around this way, down on the other side of these trees, up in the back, down around all those other trees, way down in the back there, and then came up this way. Now, eventually I was going to get it so I can go right through here, but 2 years ago when I started clearing this, I ended up putting this big pile of crap here, which is wood, dirt, weeds, and I kind of blocked myself from being able to cut through here, but I can still get through over there, so it doesn't bother me too much. Alright, I'm going to leave some of this foliage here so that the birds have something, and the animals have something. And I want to get that cleared out so I can at least get down through here and hang a feeder if the time comes and we're still here. So, and over in here's got to be cleaned up a little bit more too. I still have to get that. I don't know if the camera's actually showing the density, you know, how dense this woods are, you know, this property. I actually like it. If I was to buy property down south, I'd probably want, you know, 10, 12 acres of woods like this. You know, and just have maybe an acre and a half or 2 acres of, you know, clean land, fenced in, you know, for the boys and things, with a few trees in there for shade. And then just have all this wild land. You know, I can come down here, I can take the tractor, I can dig out a range, you know, I'll just dig it right out and make myself a backstop and, you know, dig it down in, and the woods will shield and deaden the sound. Plus, if it's drizzling a little bit, woods like this, I can be down here shooting if this was an area that I could do that in. Unfortunately, I can't. But I can even be somewhat protected from the elements and shoot down here if I wanted to. Alright, I'm done. Alright, now on my way back out. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to break down the dig. I'm going to pick it up like a little lift bucket and let it kind of just drag along the ground a little bit. And that'll kind of push the weeds down and give you an idea of the depth of the ground. And I'm on my way back out to the other side. This is the big out 4-wheel drive. Got the hubs all locked in, so all the wheels are doing their job. And, trigger bush. Just gotta jump right in front of me. Another bush, whatever that is. Here's some of my bamboo, some of the birdies. Bamboo. See if I can get around that. There we go. Alright. Working our way back up. Well, at least I have it all to a point now where I feel comfortable getting in there. You know, just to the side of that tree. Out here north of the back, you start to see some of the retaining walls I used using fence posts, the big ones they use alongside the highway, like that, and big rocks. At least now you kind of see much better off. I'm going to pick up that pile and I'll put this out of there. Alright, I am now back up on top, and that gives you a little bit of an idea of the angle I've been working on. And that's the depth. I'm probably standing about 15 feet higher. And I was over there a few minutes ago. When I went all the way around, that's where I was. When I was coming up that slope, that's the fence I was coming up on. So this is where I'm at. So I'm going to get the tractor out of there now, and I'm done with this for now.